They call me a drifter, they say I'm no good, I'll never amount to a thing. Well, I may be a drifter and I may be no good, there's joy in this song that I sing. Saddle tramp, I'm as free as the breeze.
Okay, this is a VR to Joe Primal's VR to SlyTiger. VR to VR. First off, the Pope today, the Pope, you know, the chief of the Catholics, the head cheese, he, that kind of scared me, what he did. It was today. This is a Vatican City, in a sweeping document on family life that opened a door to divorced and civilly remarried Catholics. Pope Francis insisted Friday that church doctrine cannot be the final word in answering tricky moral questions, and that Catholics must be guided by their own informed consciences. When I first read that, the cannot be the final word. Well, I was thinking Bible. He's not talking about the Bible. He's talking about the church, the Catholic Church doctrine. I believe the Catholics are a very large church. They're a big deal. And I think if they ever choose to, I believe if they come down and say, okay, we're going to, you know, redact some of these commands or something like that, or okay, it's okay for the homosexual, whatever. I think that would be it. That, for me, that is one of those that I always think was a time of a sign of the end times kind of thing. That always kind of scares me. But they're talking in this thing about church doctrine, their church, not mine. No offense. I had to throw that in there. Anyhow, Joe Primal did a video about why he likes Donald Trump. And I'll admit, too, that I like Donald Trump. Okay? Not because I like Donald Trump. And I will, if he's the candidate, I will vote for him. Okay? The reason I like Donald Trump is because I am one of those, I am a disenfranchised conservative voter. Okay? My party, I did not leave the Republican Party, they left me. All right? And they left the, like he had mentioned, they all become globalists and I don't even want to get into that. But just for the fact to see him agitate the press so much and really put it to, really got the established, the Republican Party scrambling around trying to figure out what they could do to this guy. How can they get this guy off the page? He's not one of them. Which that makes it awesome for me. Like I said, I didn't think he'd get this far. I said that in that past video. But I would totally vote for the guy. You know, I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. I'll vote for anybody against whatever the opposition is going to be. But and I heard a lot too, and it's not over yet. But I mean, when this first started out and had all these guys were running for this thing, I heard a lot of talking heads say back then that Cruz, I can't want to say Tom Cruise, Cruz had the best ground game in the end. For if he could get all the way to the end of the get to this point, supposedly he had the best going to get it done, to become the candidate. So that may still pan out. I don't know. I don't. And Joe talked about how he's always standing behind the Bible and this thing and that. And here's another thing too. When they really, you know, talk about the evangelical and this and that. Karl Rove, however you say his name, the guy who was George Bush's, President Bush's promoter guy, whatever you call him. He said this. Okay, I'll paraphrase his quote, but what got Bush elected the first time was the evangelical vote. Okay? Now, as far as groups of people are concerned in categories, evangelicals are the worst to get to go out and vote. Believe it or not. That blew me away when I found that out. For as many evangelicals as there are, the percentage that actually vote is very small. Okay? They have to basically be lit on fire with emotion to get them to go vote. Okay? And what made the evangelicals run to vote for Bush was same-sex marriage. They knew we got to get him in there because he'll put the nix on the same-sex marriage deal. So really that was, and they said that was the big deal. It was nothing else that got him elected. I liked Bush when he first ran. You know, for whatever that's worth. But it was the same-sex marriage that got the evangelical involved. Now, I'm a white male. I'm self-employed, Christian. Basically, be a real loser in this as far as the vote, any kind of respect or anything like that. But I am one of those people that the Republican Party, my old party, it doesn't mean I'm a Democrat, but the Republican Party takes me for granted. They know no matter what, oh, he's going to vote with us. We don't have to cater to him. We don't have to listen to him. We don't have to be concerned about his concerns or whatever the case is, because they know someone like me is going to vote for them because I have no other choice. The lesser of two evils, whatever you want to call it. They know I'm going to vote for him. Okay? Well, I don't like that. I mean, the last two elections, I did not participate. I did, screw it, I'm done. You know, I will vote in this one. But that's something I like about, and I did a video on this in the past why I didn't vote in the whole thing, that, you know, they gave me McCain and the other guy, the Utah Mormon guy. What, are you kidding me? And I'm just really disappointed with the Republican Party since Bush. I mean, when Bush was there, I had the president I wanted, I had the Congress and the Senate that I wanted. Things got worse. Like, wow, this is mind-blowing. Okay. So anyhow, that's the thing I like about Trump is because my party has taken me for granted for so long, and they've taken you for granted. They really don't care. Because they know that consistently we're going to vote for them anyway. They're going after the independents in the middle, those people that are unsure, and basically have tried to appease these people to get those sheep back in their camp by compromising the foundation and their principles of what they originally, you know, of conservatism. And so by compromising all these things and making all sorts of compromises and little this, little that, they've basically, they're no different than the Democrats. They just have it's a slightly different agenda, but it's a power trip. And so I'm probably rambling on. But Trump is making it hard for them. And I enjoy that. Okay? I don't like to have enemies, but you know, when your enemy is my enemy, we're good. Okay? So as far as why would I'll support Trump. I will support Trump. Like I said, I'm not a Trump fan, but I'm liking Trump right now, and I hope we can see this thing through. But that's why because I hate my party. Right? You know, I really don't. It's hard for me to call myself a Republican. I'll say that because I don't want anyone to think I'm a Democrat. Okay, that's my deal. But I can, you know, conservative family, all that kind of stuff. And especially on a local level and a state level, we've had to deal with politicians, my family, and that's ugly. It's you know, don't expect much out of it. You got to have fun with this thing. Don't take it too serious. I won't get into philosophical crap about it. Anyway, that's why I like Trump, because they don't. Anyhow, God bless you. Love you.
Someday might even stop for a while. But branded, no, never, I'll not be tied down, trapped by a fair lady's smile. Saddle tramp, I'm as free as the breeze, and I ride where I please, saddle tramp.